Hi, I'm Annie, and I'm so excited to share some contouring with you today. Highlight contour, it's going to be a basic number one kind of thing for beginners. So if you've never done this before, this is where you start. It's very simple. And then once you have the technique down, you can move on to more extensive highlight contour. You can move on to liquid. So today we're going to be using powders. But as soon as you know the technique and you've practiced and you want to move on, you can do creams and liquids and just do a lot. So I will be creating a part 2 as well, and that will be more creams, liquids, the super bold highlight contour. So the point of highlight contour is to create that perfect face, that perfect shape. And so you just kind of go based on your face shape and you highlight kind of where the light hits you naturally, and then you contour the shadowy parts and kind of shade, that sort of thing. So this is the palette that I will be using today. And this is our highlight right here. This is our lightest contour. These are the powders. This is a cheek color and our darkest contour. So very nice. I personally love to have a cheek palette, a face palette, and then have one for my eyes and eyeshadows and other things too. So works really well. So I just have my base on, my foundation, and what you want to do is you want to get your face to a powder state first. This is my setting powder, so I like to tap a little bit so that I have, see, powder in the lid. That's too much. So I'm going to tap a little bit off, and then I grab my big fluffy brush, swirl it around, and I just want to turn my face into a powder state before I start putting powders on. If you go straight from liquid to powder, it's not going to blend very well. This is our new silky setting powder, so it's going to really help set, and it's silky formula. So as we age and we start getting creasy in here, it's not going to set in there. It's going to be nice and flawless. It's going to be amazing. All right, so for the highlight portion, I like to use a little brush. This is basic eyeshadow fluffy brush. I go into my highlight here, and because I don't want a lot on my brush and I don't want it to go everywhere and fall off, these Chroma Fusions are really amazing in the fact that they don't have a lot of fallout, but I still like to tap it. So I tap it just a little bit, and then your highlight goes where the light naturally kisses your face. Again, this is very basic highlight contour. You're not going to see a lot. It's very neutral and natural. So this is where the highlight goes. Tap on the other side. Of course, if you're using concealers and under eye correctors and liquids underneath your eye, it will already brighten up your eye, which is the point. I like to highlight a little bit in here. I'm showing you technique. You might not see the color. This is our lightest highlight. It's just a very light, and then down your nose. And you can kind of see as I move my face, as I move my head, you can see the light reflecting off of the areas that I've highlighted. You highlight right here, Cupid's bow. That helps your lips to look fuller. And just right here, right underneath here, just to highlight certain areas. Then I go in with my cheek color, and this is our cheek brush. It has a little indent right there so that you can even flatten it if you like, which I will do when we reach the contour stage. Cheek color now goes back here. You find your cheekbone. You smile. We always smile when we put on our cheek color. Smile, find your cheekbone, and it actually goes up and around. And this is one of our lighter cheek colors. And other side. just to kind of map out the cheeks. So when you're putting on your base and you're putting on your foundations and you feel like Casper the Ghost because you're completely plain faced and you've just got your base on, that's normal. You're basically creating that canvas. You're evening out your face and your skin, and you're creating that canvas to put these colors on. All right, now for the fun. So I'm going to be using our lightest contour today, and then I might put on a couple, like a little bit of this darkest one, just for you to really see the placement. I don't need the darkest one. Depends on how bold you want to go. So I'm going to start with the light contour, and with the indent, you put your thumb here and you flatten it out. You see people making the fish face? This is where the shadow naturally occurs. That's where your contour goes. And we never put anything within this radius here that is cheek related. This is for more blank. You know, if you put cheek color, anything close to here, it might look like you're having an allergic reaction to something, and we don't want that. And then I am always trying to get rid of my 5 chins. So I'm always shading in here. And the rule of thumb with the contour is to create the number 3 on your face. So this is the beginning of the 3. Again, trying to eliminate the 5 head into a 4 head. So that's why you shade in here. Your face shape might be different. So you might want to you might have a great shape and you might want to contour in different areas, but this is my rule of thumb shading. So you start here basically, right? Like look, number 3. Womp, womp. So contour for beginners, and you want to blend this out. Usually I use the cheek color or the cheek brush for placement, and I use my fluffy brush to blend this all out after. So that's what I'll do here. Blend, 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 and ta-da. No harsh lines and flawless. Other side. And I know where placement goes, but if you like to flatten your brush and make a fishy face when you're just starting out, that's perfect. And then up here, and my 5 chins right there. So this is placement, and then I blend with my fluffy brush, and my hair is all over the place. I will be getting it done in a few weeks here. Very excited. Very excited. Trick. Sometimes Mary Kay comes out with bronzers, and sometimes we don't have bronzers. If you like a bronzer, make one of your squares the highlight and the contour together, these two, and then swirl your brush together with both. So you grab your brush, you swirl them together, and it creates that bronze tone. All right, I'm gonna dig into the really, really dark latte, the dark contour, which is called Cocoa. The other one is Latte. This one's Cocoa, just to really give you the placement. This is the dark one, and to show you the color. You see how it's not that scary? It's just darker. So if you like it more bold and you really want to define, you really want more of a defined contour, definitely a darker shade. And again, just keep blending, blending, blending. Just keep blending. Just keep blending, blending, blending. Just keep blending, blending, blending. So I always have to blend a little more with using the darker shade. Now, who wants a slimmer nose? Lots of people want a slimmer nose. This will create the illusion of a slimmer nose. So you grab your contour and you put it right on the outer edges of your highlight. Now this is the very light contour. The latte right here creates that illusion, and then you just want to try and blend this out. And I like to go over everything with this brush. Nothing's on it. I just like to blend everything one last time, and voila, you're done. Hope you learned something and have a fabulous day.